Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an update for an energy reading for BTS members as a group in a general manner about these next 6 months, what's in store for them, what are the energies available for them. So let's start with the first card that it's the Prince. It would be like the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So at first, when we start, we definitely see that they are coming back with a lot of strong ideas and a lot of there's a lot of intellectual involvement in their decisions and in every step that they make, especially that I have a feeling that they are coming back really sharp. I mean, when it comes to the way they communicate or the way they express themselves, it's like probably the next comeback or the next step they're going to take when it comes to their career. They're going to be very much in control, and also they're going to be really like a bit provocative when it comes to their way of expression, probably the lyrics, or or some kind of like mannerism. There's something about um this new stage in their career where they are becoming braver, and they are going to use this. I mean, they had always been using this inspiration and this ability of them to be really involved in the creative process, but they had always really tried to bring like this very strong message about acceptance and about having a strong and firm belief in yourself and in your circumstances. But I think that this new era that they are entering as artists, they are going to want to talk about probably other subjects that they had been going on lately and that had affected them individually and as a group. Probably maybe what it has to do with racism, things that had always been there, like discrimination, things that had always existed in their careers, had always existed around the world, but it's like now they feel like they are in these periods of their career where they can freely talk about it and not feel I mean that they can be a bit aggressive about it, like not holding back, like using, like saying things the way they are, not trying to sugarcoat the message, so and they're definitely becoming really powerful when it comes to the message that they want to deliver. There's something about them not being, probably not being too considerate. It's like they will deliver the message nevertheless, uh, whether people like it or not. And I think there's some kind of there's a lot of there's a lot of courage here. There's a lot of courage, definitely. I feel this energy very like very strong, and very strong ideas, and very like, like these kinds of ideas or thoughts or inspiration that that also comes from a place from probably trying to stay patient for so long. I think that with the next card that I see in the middle, that is the card of the Ten of Wands, that it represents oppression. Also, this card is like is telling me a story. Basically, it's telling me that they are becoming like so bold and um so I I wouldn't want to say aggressive, because actually it's not about attacking anyone with your lyrics, but it's about stating who is the boss here. About they really owning their power, like being like, yes, we can make things happen. Yes, we have a strong base of people that believe in us, so we can make things happen for ourselves. So we are happy about it. So it's a bit of cockiness also, of but at the same time it comes from a place of, you had oppressed me for so long, and now I'm setting myself free, and I'm putting I'm telling you until where you can go, how far you can go. It's like you cannot step all over us again, because we will set boundaries. We will tell you how far you can go. So if we tell you that you cannot, you have to stop, like talking bad about us or trying to make us look bad. It's like karma is going to come for you, something like that. Feeling really like owning your power, feeling like they made it. And I think that it's a very strong message, because I believe that they were moments where they I believe they chose to stay silent when a lot of maybe unfair treatment. I'm saying unfair treatment because I don't want to say mistreatment, because I that word is so used that it just gives me headache. So what I mean by this is that they went through a lot, and they stayed calmed and patient, and they try to not react, because they always try to be uh the bigger person, like to be, probably to be, not to take care of their image, not to hold themselves back and be like, oh yes, I don't want to respond, because I don't want to people think that I have feelings and that I'm upset. It's not about that. It's actually about them thinking that actions talk louder than than actually words. Sometimes silence weighs a lot, and makes a bigger impact to stay silent sometimes. Um, but yes, I see them like really like coming with a lot of energy, with a lot of energy. So, and here with this Queen of Wands, there's obviously, I don't know, is there in Hive or someone like a female, like a new someone that is in charge? Is it possible? Maybe I'm an army, but I don't know. I haven't heard from actually like a female CEO, or like a female manager, like. But actually, I have the feeling that probably if this female is working with them, which I'm sure she is, she's in charge of some kind of creative process. I'm sure they don't make a lot of publicity out of her. They don't mention her, because of the fans' jealousy, and the fans actually sometimes imagining that if a female is in the company, that she will end up marrying Jungkook, and so it's like, it's not like that. There's nothing romantic here, but she definitely is someone that is very passionate. So I think that this has to do with music, because she's very passionate and she carries with herself a lot of new ideas and a lot of inspiration. She's a really intelligent female. She's very artistic. She has a lot of ideas. She has a lot of experience also. So I don't know if she is a musician herself or if she is some kind of producer, but definitely she will be working with them and also encouraging them to talk about this oppression or this aspect of themselves that they remember. That I think that I when I did a reading, I think this reading was for JK, that I was talking about how I thought that maybe he needed a woman's point of view when it comes to writing lyrics, because somehow he couldn't find the right words to like maybe to express what he really wanted. It's like he has a lot of help from others lyricists or from other people that are writers, but at the same time I felt like there was like um, something that he wasn't like completely comfortable with, that it was like everyone gave him the ideas or how he could write down what he thought, but somehow he felt like these ideas didn't represent enough what he was really trying to say, or maybe what he wanted to express through the lyrics. So probably I remember that in that reading I was like, okay, if she um probably if a female producer, or if a female lyricist, or if a female writer, or someone with this very perceptive and sensitive and feminine view of the world can actually help. I think it can influence in a different way this process for them, especially because I know that in a lot of the members there's a lot of feminine energy. They are all very in tune with their energies, with how they feel. They are very perceptive. All of them have like different certain of amount of they are members that are more perceptive than others. Um, but I've always had the feeling that a female needed to be part of the project, because it's like I felt that it would be really useful for them to have to be able to sometimes close the idea, because I have the feeling that sometimes they did agree on things that maybe they weren't, and that they just didn't resonate with the result. I think that you can look at all the details and you can go through the process over and over, but sometimes at the end, it all sums up to that creation being a reflection of what you want to express. So I think that maybe it must be frustrating to for them to actually be like, oh, this doesn't sound like me, or this doesn't sound like something that I would want to talk about, or I would want Army to hear, for example. So I think that she would definitely bring a lot of evolution, especially an emotional one. But of course, that I have the feeling that since she is this Queen of Wands, she's also a very powerful female. So I don't know if she is like a very famous singer or an influential singer, or some kind of CEO. I don't know, but she definitely is someone that has the experience, has the idea, and also it's like she invites the boys to to be ready to enter a new phase. Yeah, she comes with a proposition or something like that. But she's definitely someone that she is very courageous as well, and also at the same time she has a lot of experience. So this is, I don't see her like just being like a random person. No, she's a very powerful also female, and also she's very smart, and she has like a strong personality, but at the same time she has this sensitivity. And I think that if she does want to work with them, or if she does want to collaborate with them, her intentions are going to be crystal clear, in the sense that there's not going to be any like any weird or manipulative kind of like all those people that want to collaborate with them just because of clout, or because of to have armies on their side. Everything is business. But in this case, I have the feeling that she definitely admires the voice, and she's like somehow connected emotionally to the voice message, so she could be potentially an army too. So the last card that came out for them for this, that is the one that I pull out from the Oracle of Energy. And they got the Sun. So definitely this, I think that there's no need for me to actually say that they are going to be successful in everything that they are going through, because I think that army knows. I think that we all army are proud of all their achievements. But here I'm reading as I'm trying to be objective, and actually I'm just a tarot reader here. I love the voice, but I'm trying to be really objective here. And what I see, and I cannot lie, is I see a lot of success for them. I see a lot of moments of joy, a lot of moments of appreciating what they have achieved, a moment where they can have fun. I sense also this feeling of not being, of feeling a bit more relaxed, probably, of feeling also really magnificent, and feeling really good about actually owning this sense of I earned this, of our I worked for it. So it's like now I think that they can allow themselves be really glamorous, um because actually they had always, I think that they had always tried to be really humble. They are very humble, but there's a part of them that's somehow, it's like they need to establish their dominance, in a sense that they need to let people know that they know that they have the power. Because sometimes this is like I mentioned before, there were times where they remained humble, there were times where they just kept their heads down, just they were really grateful, they were really humble, they were really there were times where they were awkward, and they were a bit shy about receiving compliments or receiving an award. And now they're like so used to it. Now they're like, okay, these times are ours. So I think that this is finally this moment where they can just shine, just for them and just for being them, and actually not be bowing to anyone. I know that this is not literally, because I know that they bow to say hi to people in their culture, but this is about actually letting them know that they are not submissive. That actually the fact that all these years they had tried to stay humble, and always they never picked a fight with anyone. They tried to stay away from scandals. They always try to put out a good message for people, for the fans. So it's like it's not that they had tried to be perfect, it's just that they tried to do the right thing. So there were a lot of times where I'm sure they had this strong desire of being like, oh, I want to tell a few truths to this person in their faces, like, or I want to just get out of this interview because this is so annoying. Like, I'm sure they had these moments. I'm sure they had the moments, but they just put a smile on their faces, and they just nodded, and they just were like, okay, we gotta we gotta bring the best of ourselves because we are here. So I think that I see a lot of golden here, so probably they will win a lot of awards, and I would dare to say that Grammy is within those accomplishments, because I see a lot of with the sun here, and I see a lot of golden, and also it reminds me of butter, because the bright yellow of this butter era, and I see in this mix of blue and green, but I'm seeing in the middle, I'm seeing this yellowish, and it reminds me of butter. So probably butter is going to be a very meaningful and important song that is going to take them to the places that they had always wanted to be, at least for this year. I mean, they is going to help them accomplish what they want to accomplish this year, because I'm sure that next year is going to be other things. You know that they are always changing their objectives. This is why they are great entertainers, because they are constantly changing, they're always transforming themselves, they're always pushing barriers, and like they say, they got army on their side, so they have nothing to fear. So I'm going to leave it, guys, here. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like, or if you want, you can share it with some fellow armies that probably is interested into hearing this message, or loves the voice and loves tarot too. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being here. Bye.